Boom, boom. What's going down, folks? So today, Ant not gonna be on here. Like I said, just keep him in your prayers, thoughts and prayers, and all that good stuff. Today, we have a returning guest. The man, the myth, the motherfucking legend, Frank Calachico. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. Sunday.
Yeah.
Good
Oh
day.
yeah, Sunday.
Good to
Yeah,
be
Sunday
here.
fun day.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a busy day, but had to get home to do this. Like a good
Yeah.
show, so happy to be
Appreciate
here.
that. Cool. Appreciate that. All right, so we're gonna be talking about some. I honestly don't even know. Is it Ptyodactylus? Is that how you pronounce it?
No, it's actually super easy. The P is silent. It's just Ptyodactylus.
Yeah.
Ptyodactylus.
Ptyodactylus. Gotcha. Okay.
Ptyodactylus. I mean, you can say Tyo, you can say T-O, either way. The P, anytime the P comes before like a weird letter,
Yeah, yeah,
like Tenepus, like the little barking geckos, P is silent, straight to the
yeah.
T. Tenepus. Flying geckos, they're now gecko, but they were Tykazoon. Instead of like people trying to get all crazy, like Ptyodactylus, like, nah, the P is silent. Tykazoon, Tenepus, Ptyodactylus,
Yeah.
snakes, like Tyus, like P is silent. So yeah,
Nice.
Ptyodactylus, big, cool web, or not webfoot, but leaf-toed geckos. Fan-toed geckos, I guess they call them.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, when I saw these things, I was like, holy shit. Like, why are we not talking about these a lot more? Like, there's like, so let me ask you a question. So with them, is it, do their whole feet, like their whole, like all their feet, are they flat on the ground when they crawl? Or is it just the little tips of them when they start crawling on the walls and stuff?
I mean, it's the lamellae, the part that actually sticks, is just the big, the fan part of the toe. The little
Yeah.
skinny part, as far as I know, it does not have lamellae on it. I'd have to look, but I don't think it does. From what I remember, it's just the tips, the big leafed out tips. And so I mean, it's got a claw and then it's got the lamellae. So they just use that. I mean, it is kind of flat onto the surface,
Yeah.
but definitely the only part that's really grabbing is the tips and then the claw.
Well, I was just trying to get this damn thing as being a pain in the ass trying to do the presentation. Uh, cool. So let's just go kind of get into this. So with these geckos, right? Are they all kind of like streamlined on how we would care for them?
I mean, yeah, for the most part, there's 12 or 14. I guess there's 14 species now. Um, and yeah, like kind of the basic rundown of Pterodactylus. Kind of the main radiation point would be like Northeast Africa, Egypt, Syria, kind of the Levant area. I mean, they range from Morocco and Mauritania on the coast of Western Northwest Africa, all the way over to, I don't think they go in, they might go into Iran. There's a species in Pakistan, so I guess all the way to Pakistan would be the furthest east that Pterodactylus go. So it's kind of
Okay.
that band from North Africa through the Middle East. And so you don't see a ton of them in captivity. Back in the day, we did see a lot of them in captivity because there was always imports and exports coming out of kind of all those countries. You'd get a lot of stuff coming out of Egypt, and so we would see a lot of Pterodactylus guttatus, which would come in back in the day as Pterodactylus hasselquistii. They were never hasselquistii; they were always guttatus, and those were, dude, they were $5 a piece, $10 a piece.
Hell yeah. God
Nothing.
damn.
Super, super rad geckos to keep because they're pretty active. Like, they're kind of always active. They just take naps, I guess. They're active in the day. They're active at night. They're vocal. You can
Oh
keep like
really?
one male with a bunch of females. They're easy to breed, and they bask in the daytime. They're good size, so you're not having to mess with like super small crickets or any of that nonsense.
Yeah.
Babies are tough. They're hard-shelled eggs, so you don't need to mess around with any sort of funny incubation. It's like, they were really rad, but since Egypt is more or less shut down, and then I don't know if the Pakistani one, I think it's Heteropholus, Pterodactylus heteropholus. I don't even think I've ever even seen a picture of one of these, which that really intrigues me.
Oh
That's
yeah.
kind of like that's like my go after, is like, if I literally cannot even Google or find a photo of a gecko, I'm like, that is something that I need to deal with. Like, I need to go and at least see a picture or figure out what's going on
Right.
with
Oh
that
yeah.
species. And so yeah, the Pakistani Pterodactylus heteropholus is pretty interesting to me. And then, so yeah, I guess, I mean, I don't even know what the deal with Egypt is. I feel like Egypt still does come in occasionally. I don't know what the deal with Pterodactylus guttatus is. think they do still come in occasionally,
Yeah, I think I've
but
seen like a few people post on like morph markets and wild caught ones.
right.
Yeah, I think I've seen
Usually
like
those though,
Garmin.
usually I mean if those are Gutatis, that'd be a good pickup. Usually those are Regazi, which is another sick
Yeah,
species.
yeah. I think it's
Regazi
usually
are more,
Ragazi that I see.
yeah, those are more those are that's an African species. Nigeria, Ghana.
Okay,
That's coming in with like the ball python, fat-tailed gecko shipments, shit like that. That's where you're gonna get
gotcha.
your Ptyodactylus regazi. Those are also beautiful. Um, and those are big. I think that's actually maybe the no, it's not the biggest, but that's one of the larger species of the genus. So that's a
So
good
they're
pickup.
pretty. So they're pretty spread out, right? Like as far as
Yeah,
this
man.
genus goes.
West Coast to Africa or to Pakistan, it's that whole dude. I mean, that's like a good solid portion of kind of that desert, quote
Hmm.
unquote desert. I mean, the those Gutatis, man. I mean, the Regazi, they're down. That's almost like some tropical savanna stuff where they're coming from. But
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, dude, West Coast to Africa all the way to Pakistan. That's a big swath of habitat.
Yeah, yeah. So okay.
And
So
throughout that, I mean, like I said, there's 12 species, 14 species, so there's a lot of diversity.
yeah,
And there's one in particular that's just is fucking badass, dude.
yeah.
If you, yeah, like it's a hard one to spell. It's Ptyodactylus pusuxi. It's a bunch of P's and X's and I's, and it's like what the hell? But dude, you look that thing up, man. Dude, it's
Yeah.
black with white, but it looks like a gecko Ptyodactylus almost. It's freaking badass.
Okay. Yeah,
Really
but
killer
just has the
gecko.
little. They all have the fan foots, right? Or
They all
no?
have the fan foots.
Yeah.
Some of
See,
them
I
are
like
real
that's
small,
dope.
dude. Some of them are big.
Yeah.
Like some of the
Okay.
Omani species, like Ptyodactylus dofarensis and Ptyodactylus orlavi. They're big, bro. They're 10 inches. They're some big geckos.
Wow.
And then you get
Okay.
like Ptyodactylus. Why am I drawing a blank right now? The one that's from Oman, or not Oman, the one that's from Morocco. Ptyodactylus. I'll remember it in a minute, but I keep them, and they're tiny, dude. They're like 3 inches, little guys.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's up, though. So within the hobby, I guess,
Mhm.
like within like what we have in the states, what do you do? What do you normally see in this hobby, like over in the U.S. as like captive or even wild caught stuff? What are usually the ones that usually come in more?
I mean, the two that really would only come in, like kind of period, is it's Ptyodactylus guttatus and then Ptyodactylus regazi. Those are
Okay.
the two
So
that you'll see in captivity. I mean, there's so like if you really were to like really go through like be able to be there right like when an import comes in of a big group of these things and really go through the animals, you could probably pick out. There's a couple kind of pretty not obscure, but like very cryptic species that look like other ones, but they're not. Like there's Ptyodactylus togoensis, and then there's Ptyodactylus siphonorhina. And togoensis and siphonorhina both come in with groups of like togoensis will come in kind of with regazi and stuff like that. Siphonorhina would come
yeah.
in with guttatus. Sometimes Hasselquistia would be mixed in with that. If you get a shipment from a good collector in Egypt who's really, getting outside of their normal collecting zones, you might be able to get some of that stuff. But majority speaking, right now, from what I've seen in the past 15 years, even is regazi. Guttatus will trickle in. Before that, it was almost all guttatus. I
Okay.
remember when Regazi first came in, it was like, oh shit, we got to get him while we can. And I remember
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of them,
Yeah.
and then I mean they just kept coming in, so they're still coming,
Okay. That's good.
which is
Yeah.
it's rad. I mean they're really
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, I like to keep a variety of stuff, so
yeah.
that's a good thing that they keep on
Do
coming
you
in
keep
more.
any too?
Not yet. I will eventually.
I was
Like
gonna
once
say
I
shit. They
trust me, I will. Like all that oddball shit, like
mhm.
that's my jam right there. Like I like the oddball, the ones that look like dirt, all that shit. That is all me.
Yep.
Like this whole Cerdactylus thing right now. It's like I'm really jiving on. Like I just actually hatched out some the Zabracus. They finally started hatching out for me. Like my nebulosis, they finally started giving me eggs. My triadus have given me eggs.
That's
And
rad,
then
man.
and then so literally after our last chat that we had, when we were talking about the Homophilus,
Mm-hmm.
um, searched, found like 5 eggs. Now I had what 3 out of the 5 is hatched already. So yeah, so like I said, all that oddball shit, I'm down with. Like, give me that all day compared to
Yeah,
anything else.
that's
But
that's rad, man. I'm glad to hear you're doing good with the the homophilus or the are they homophilus even anymore? What are they? They are, right? Fasciata?
Yeah, there's
Yeah, they're
yeah,
homophilus. Yeah.
yeah. I was I think oh the next one I do need to get is the Wahlberg guy. That's the next
Yeah.
one I need to go and get.
Those are sick.
Which yeah, I mean
You
I
can get them
got
there, man. I can get you.
yeah
I
yeah
actually, I got a dude who's breeding some. You know,
I mean
Ian
does
Polka. Ian
yeah I was
Polka.
about to say Ian. That's what I was about to say too.
He
Ian,
was
I
holding
know
a
he.
bunch for me, and then I was like, man, I got to pass on him right now. I got too much other stuff going. So he might have some. So you might hit
Yeah,
him up.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, after I
I
got
think he got him from me, actually. He did get him from me. Yeah, he
yep.
got his
So I
adults from
think
me.
you actually talked about that. You're
Yeah,
like, yeah,
he definitely has him, and he's a good dude to keep in your back pocket for sure. Because like he'll hang
yeah,
on to that weird stuff. And
yeah,
what's really cool about Ian is he doesn't like if he gets something, dude, he'll keep it for years and years and years. You'll hit him up, you'll be like, hey, remember those things like they're totally gone. No one has them anymore. He'll just be like, oh, I still breed them. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, send some over here, fool. What are you doing,
right.
dude? It's wild.
So out of all these, the Pterodactylus, which ones have you kept?
Oh, I remember the one. The one I keep right now is Audrey, which is a little tiny one from Morocco.
Okay,
Um, so I've kept Gutatis, I've kept Ragazi, I've kept Hasselquisti, I've kept Orlavi and Daupharensis from Oman, and I think that's it. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, like six of the species I've kept.
so almost
Um,
half, pretty much half
yeah,
of
pretty
what's
close. And I mean, some of them are tough. I mean, some of them are really kind of difficult to get. And there's some new ones. There's Anangeve, which just kind of got described, I think, like 6 or 7 years ago from Jordan. And then there's two new ones to Russell Jabonica, which is from Oman. And then, fuck, I can't remember that other one, Dolly or something like that. And that one is, dude, I almost feel like that was from India or something. That was crazy. It's definitely not, but maybe. No,
I would
no,
say
that one's Saudi Arabia.
okay,
So yeah, there's a few that I don't keep, and there's probably more that need to be described, just because that area. I mean, if there's one in Pakistan, there's probably more. And then also with Saudi Arabia being so big and kind of like closed off for a long time, could be one there. Could be one down in Yemen because you get Dhofar-Ensis, which is down in the Dhofar region in southern Oman, which
yeah,
borders Yemen. And I've been down to the border, like I mean, standing on the border of Yemen and Oman, and there's the Pterodactylus are down there. And so, there's no telling if how far into Yemen they go and if they change. And then Yemen also has, they've got their own mountain ranges. Once you get past like Sana'a and Aden and stuff, you've got more mountain ranges over there. And so there's a decent chance for more Pterodactylus to be discovered. So
okay.
I don't think there's
So
a ton of them that are not described yet, but there's got to be a few.
yeah, so when so like your travels in Oman, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to see them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was that habitat looking like?
It's a strict desert. I mean, these things
Okay,
are desert cliff dwellers. Like that's what they're on cliffs, big
okay,
walls, big cliffs. Like that's it. And you can see if you watch some of my videos on Oman. There's definitely Daupharensis. There might be Orlavi in those videos. You can see the habitat. But yeah, dude, just desert and rock, big cliffs. So like if you were to set them up in captivity, you would just be doing kind of a rock background or like the crap that comes with exoterras and stuff like that.
yeah.
I mean, generally when I get like if I do use an exoterra, and I think I have 4 or 5 of them out of like I have so many cages, but 4 or 5 exoterras that I've just gotten over the years, and I'll take mortar or grout or something like that, and I'll just do a quick layer over the back just to give it some texture and some realism instead of just
Yeah,
that foam garbage. Like I
yeah.
actually like the background that they've done, but it needs
Just
it
some
needs a little.
texture.
Yeah, exactly. It needs
Yeah,
a little texture. So I hit it with that, and then that's perfect right there. So just a rock wall, and they like it hot.
yeah.
So I wouldn't
Are
worry about it.
they do they hide a lot during the daytime or are they pretty out in the open?
In the beginning they'll hide, but dude, like I remember I had a group of Gutatis, man, and these things would just be constantly out, like breeding out in the open right in front of you. The males would be sitting out there chirping and stuff. Like, dude, they were really fun to keep. And
Yeah,
I mean, they'd be basking, dude, hot. fucking light. You know, you got a little halogen, 110, 120 degrees surface temperature in the basking, and they'd be kicking it right there. And they move off for a little bit, and they'll come back. They'll eat in the day. They're savages, dude. The only problem is sometimes they come in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, yeah.
So that can be difficult, but they also bounce back real quick. And but for the most
So-
part, these are dry desert hot stuff.
Okay.
Temperature's always going to be high, but Ragazzi is they need a little bit of humidity. Ragazzi, I'd basically keep like a fasciatus. I'd keep it exactly like a fasciatus, except
Oh,
I'd put
like
a little bit more
like
rock.
a Homophilus fasciata?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Just because that's the general area they're from,
Okay.
and so I'd keep them like that. The other ones, Guttatus, stuff like that, desert.
Desert.
Totally
So
desert.
pretty much sand on the ground and all that. And
Hand on the ground.
yeah.
You don't even need sticks. They're on rocks. Those big hands like that, they don't want to be wrapping around anything. They want to be grabbing cliffs,
Okay.
rock walls, stuff like that.
All right. So have you ever had to have you imported these and get the wild caughts, and what was like?
No, I've never gotten to do that.
No. Okay.
No, I mean I've imported some like from European dudes, like breeders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, man, back when I would keep them, I mean, I have the algae that I got right now. Somebody sent them to me from Morocco, or they sent them from Germany, but they were from Morocco. I don't know where they got them, but back when I used to keep more of them, you'd be able to just go to like Calzoo or freaking Strictly or one of these importers and just get them like super cheap.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't need to import them myself. But I remember a buddy of mine who lived down. I used to live in LA, but he was down in Orange County, and he was close to Calzoo, and he would go down there and check stuff out. And he was able to go down there and see a big ass group of them, and pick out some Siphonorhina, and that was cool. And he was actually able to pick out some Hasselquisty as well out of a big group of Guttatus. And Hasselquisty are just a little more delicate. The Guttatus are solid little animals, man. They're freaking little bulldogs. I mean, the Hasselquisty look a little bit more kind of, just more delicate.
Oh. What was delicate about them?
They're just more lanky. Their arms are real skinny. Their skin just looks more delicate. Like,
okay.
When you see a Guttatus, man, they're like tan, and they've got these kind of tan and gray, brown spots on them, and they're just like they got tubercles, and they look stout, man. They look thick.
Okay.
And these little punk ass Hasselquisties, they're just little long ass arms, and kind of like they're just more light colored, and they just don't look as stout. They just don't look as solid.
So with them being kind of out and open, would you recommend UVB, or do you think that's not even needed?
No, I would. I don't think it's needed, but I think that they would definitely use it because they do bask in the wild. They bask in captivity. They bask. So, in my opinion, I'm not a huge UVB dude. I don't really know all that much about like UVB and its effects on reptiles. The only thing I know is that for diurnal stuff that basks, it seems to be necessary, and for stuff that doesn't necessarily bask, like geckos and things like that, nocturnal animals don't seem to need it. But I mean, if you have it, and animals that actively seek out the sun in bright sunny situations, I would use it. Yeah. I mean, these things are basking out in some. I mean, the UV index has got to be gnarly out in these deserts. It's super hot.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
It's hot as hell out there. The sun's brutal, so I would use it.
Yeah. What about so you're like that heat source? What wattage are you using?
The heat sources. I mean, it all depends on the size of the cage, of course, but
yeah.
I mean, generally speaking, I got 3 wattages, man. I keep 25, I keep 50s, and I keep 75s. That's what I keep.
Okay.
And they're all halogen lights. And I remember back when they were like, "Oh, halogens are all going to go away. You're never going to be able to get them again." Like I bought like hundreds of each one, so I got boxes of each wattage. And I'm hoping. I don't think they've gone away yet. I haven't had to look in a minute because I have so many.
I mean, they're still like I buy them off of Amazon all the time.
Not
those
the
little G, like those little no, just like the G9, whatever they are, little basic ones. Yeah, I bought a ton of those.
Good.
Like right when I heard like, oh, they're gonna get rid of halogens, I was like, nope, hold on, I need halogens. Sorry. So I started buying all that shit up.
So hopefully,
I got a lot of most of my stuff is. Yeah, it is. Like most of my stuff needs that heat. Like there's very little stuff here that.
And that's the thing.
There's very little.
Animals, they don't like some of your Pterodactylus and your Geckoella, and terrestrial geckos that are for the most part on the ground, and they're nocturnal or whatever, and they're not climbing up and all over the place. Using a heat pad or some sort of heat, like that's fine. But for animals like Ptyodactylus or things that actually bask and shit like that, dude, they need that
Yeah,
light. You know what I mean? They need the
yeah,
light. Even like Strophoras, they bask. They want to get hit with light, whether
yeah,
it be a light that's heating them or UVB. They want to be hit with light. Otherwise, they would be hiding in the daytime. I mean, they hide,
exactly.
but they're out. People have seen them basking and stuff like that. These guys bask.
Yeah,
I mean, I would almost go like they're not even necessarily nocturnal. I mean, they're active at night, but they're. I mean, I've seen they're kind of. I don't even know what the word for all the time is. It's not even like crepuscular because they'll be out in the middle of the afternoon. They'll be out in the middle of the night. They'll be out in the morning, the evening, whatever.
yeah, yeah. They throw that crepuscular thing out like a whole lot. Like I see, like for my chihuahuas, of course my stropheras, they're
Mm-hmm.
always out and about, no matter what
Yep.
time of day it is. Lights are on. They're like crawling around, seeing what's going on and shit. So you
Yep.
know, there's very little that like my Goniasaurus. They don't come out until
I
it's
was gonna
pitch
say
black.
you never even
Yeah,
see them.
yeah. Like even say what else? Like yeah, even my Blazedactylus, they be out during the daytime. Like all I
Oh yeah.
hear is them running around, do 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 do. Just like they are heavy hitters too.
Yeah, they're spastic. I just hatched out some Sakalava the other day. Those things are
Oh yeah,
they're psycho, dude.
yeah. I'm waiting for mine to. I got some in the incubator right now, so I'm waiting for that.
You got
Yeah, but
Sakalava?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a pair of those, and like I got them in a like I get those leap habitats, the really that is that corrugated plastic shit. So
I got
when
one.
they run, yeah, when they run on it, you can hear everything. Yeah, and it's like, man, y'all gonna not literally knock over this enclosure. How hard y'all go at like crickets or when they're kind of bickering with each other and shit. Like it is, yeah,
Yeah, those cages are a trip. I kind of like them, but at the same time, I don't.
but
Obviously,
yeah.
that
It's a
only.
love hate.
Yeah, they're so fucking. My problem with them is it's like, yo, why are these so expensive when they're literally made out of garbage? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
Well,
they
that's why
should
they
be
don't make them
cheaper
no
than
more.
they are. Like,
Yeah,
make
they
them
don't make them no
cheaper,
more.
and you guys would be selling out. But like,
Yeah.
I think I paid $170 for like a 24 by 24 by something, and I'm just like, it's cool, it's innovative, it's really lightweight, and I'm digging it, but it's too expensive, man.
Yeah, yeah. I bought. I got two of them right now. I got one for the Blazedactylus and then one for my Zebrachus. I had another one. I had a Tokay in it, but like the heat from that thing was like you see the back of it. It was all warped and everything like that.
Oh,
So
really?
it, yeah, for shit that needs heat, it doesn't bode well. But
Yeah,
things that need very low wattage heat or no heat at all is fine. It's cool, but they're
yeah,
still a pain in the ass to put together. I don't like it.
yeah. I don't even remember, man. I put mine together a while ago, so
Yeah,
I don't even
but I got
remember.
these ones for like $90 on Amazon. So I
Oh,
was like, all
really?
right, cool. Yeah,
See, I feel like I paid a grip for mine, dude.
yeah, yeah. Like in the beginning, I paid a grip. Like
I
when
think
they
that's
first
what it
came
was.
out. Yeah, when they
Yeah,
first dropped. Yeah, but now they're like $90 on Amazon, was
yeah.
because they
Same
don't
with
make them
mine.
anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're not making them anymore.
I don't think so. I've been
Okay.
paying. Yeah, that's. I think they kind of hit their little thing and then they just fell off a cliff.
Yeah, people weren't
Yeah,
psyched on how flimsy they were.
yeah,
I mean, you can't keep anything like they're made basically only for like us gecko people or maybe these other small lizard or frog people. Like
yeah.
you couldn't make a big one, and you couldn't keep nothing crazy in one. You try to keep a
Oh hell no.
fucking monitor or something in that, she would shred that cage, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like
Yeah,
for
there's a
me,
lot of
I have
things.
some Aristoteler in them, but that's like it's the biggest gecko I'd even keep in those.
Yeah. So with I guess let's kind of get into this breeding shit with them. Now, is it kind of because they're a desert animal? So do they need that crazy like winter drop as they would like in the like for a lot of other arid geckos?
I mean, yeah, I would say so. North Africa and the Middle East get quite a bit colder than they are in the summer, and so it's
Hmm.
not necessarily cold to like us, but it's cold. You know what I'm saying? It goes from where it's 100 degrees every day, and then it's all of a sudden 75 degrees every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
we,
like
I
when
would
I was
almost
in
drop.
Afghanistan, like it was like wintertime, dude.
Yeah,
It got
Afghanistan. Yeah,
yeah, it got fucking cold during the
yeah,
wintertime. I was like, holy
snowing.
shit, what? Yeah. that, I mean, even Nigeria, when I was there, it got crazy cold during the winter
Yeah.
time. Like feeling those differences, like it feels, I mean, pretty much like Arizona to me. Like
Yeah.
when in the summers you got them crazy hot temps, and then wintertime it drops down to like 30 some at degrees at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
So it's those, that big difference, and so I was trying to see if they
I
they
don't think it would be
require
that
that.
that big of a difference, but I would like. I think back when I would do it, it was for me like 75 is a pretty basic like low temperature for animals that are not necessarily like temperate animals, you know.
Yeah,
So if I'm keeping an animal 90 degrees every single day of the summertime and they're breeding and stuff like that, when I'm going to cool them down, it's not even necessarily the temperatures. A lot of times it's all about the light cycle and
yeah,
the amount of time that the lights are on. So you can even get it warm, but if your light cycle goes from 12 hours a day down to 4 hours a day or something like that,
yeah,
they're gonna take notice, and they're gonna and you also slow the food down. You know, it's kind of like it's a trifecta. It's the
yeah.
light cycle, it's the food, and it's the temperature. And when those three things get changed, that's kind of the seasonal. That's when in a lizard's mind, at least from what I've
So when
seen
it
with
triggers,
captivity,
right?
they're triggers. It's like, yo,
Yeah,
something's changing. Whether it's time to wake up and breed, or it's time to leave the girls alone and go to sleep. Like it's one of those. You know what I'm saying? So you just
yeah,
for me, it's like, all right, I'm going to cut my lights from 12 hours a day down to 4 hours, 5 hours a day. That's going
yeah,
to drop the temperature alone. If I have any heat pad or any sort of supplemental heat, I'm going to kill that. And then I'm going to either cut food completely, depending on the species, or feed them maybe once every 7 days, once a week. Make sure they got a
See,
little bit
I
of
have
water in there.
not gotten to that point yet, like to where I'm like cutting food off totally. Like that's
I love it.
it. It gives me anxiety, I guess.
Great, bro.
Like,
I love it. It's just
yeah,
that's
like,
so great, dude. It's
yeah. I
amazing.
mean,
I mean, I do it even in the summertime, man. When I go out of town,
yeah,
I'll straight turn the lights off on all the lizards and just give them a break. Like, hey, you guys chill. I shut the lights down because like if I'm going somewhere for like 2 weeks,
yeah,
I got to get somebody to come over and feed. But if I'm going to go somewhere for like a week, even 8 days, something like that, dude, I'll feed them pretty heavy up until I leave, and then I'll shut shit down.
yeah,
And I mean, it's not cold. It's 75 degrees in there, 78
yeah,
degrees. So it's warm enough so they're not going to be puking or regurgitating or getting messed up. But I shut the lights off. I literally turn all the lights off. And that way it stays fairly dark in there. And it doesn't get warm and it doesn't get much colder. And dude, they just chill. I come home, everybody hasn't lost a freaking ounce of weight. Everyone's looking good.
yeah.
And I mean, once you start, dude, you got to try that, bro. Just don't feed
Uh,
for a little bit.
yeah.
I mean, you gotta feed your babies.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I might start like with the ciliaris, maybe go put them through like a 6 week cycle or something.
Dude,
Or
just look up, like, right now is the perfect time because right now it's basically the middle of winter over there. Look up the day, like, fuck, I'll do it right now, dude. Let's check. Check this out. I'm gonna look at the weather for Purdue. I caught Ciliaris in Purdue, so let me look here real quick. Let's have a look at Purdue. So Elderi, for example, Stropherus elderi, they come from Payne's Find, and this is Payne's Find right now.
okay, is that during the daytime? Is that night?
That's daytime. Well, I mean,
Oh, shit.
what is that? That's morning. It's 8
Okay.
o'clock in the morning. 43 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
That's cold, bro. It's gonna
Oh
get
yeah.
68 today, so that's cold. And so I mean that's a lot of time. I think I've said that before. I do that a lot. I'll look up the part of Western Australia. So we're doing a little better there. We're 66 degrees in Purdue right now.
Yeah.
So 66 in the morning, it's going to get up to a high of 80 degrees, and that's the middle of winter. But chances are,
Yeah.
dude, I mean, you may be able to find them. I haven't really done that much research on how active they are in the winter, but like a lot of times those triggers that we just talked about, those will just shut an animal down for the winter. The animals won't come out regardless of how hot it is. It can spike a little bit for a day or two and they won't come out. I mean, if it spikes for like a solid week or more, then you'll start seeing animals come out. I see that here. You know, it'll in the middle of winter, if we get like 5 or 6 sunny days, I'll be walking out to my reptile room and all of a sudden the Scalopus and shit will be running around. It's like, yo, you guys, it's the middle of winter, man. You guys need to go back to wherever you were.
Right. Yeah. Like, I
But
mean,
once you shut them down a little bit,
yeah.
like your ciliaris, if you stop feeding for a week and then hit the lights, cut them down, those fools will be finished.
Yeah, I mean, so I do that. I do the light cycle on everything I have. Like,
Hmm.
no, and because I mean, if you look at all my weather app, you'll see like I have like parts of India, Australia, Thailand, uh, Tanzania. I have all those all on my weather app. Like, I just go in there, check it out, and like I said, I do the whole like start decreasing hours of light and everything like that. It's just the whole feeding part for me, where it's like, all
Yeah,
right, that's the part that gives me a little bit of anxiety to like, okay, because I mean, during the wintertime, I feed them pretty much just once a week right now. So I was like, all right, cool. But this past winter was the shortest winter I've ever had because it, like, I'll tell you, by January, February, it was already in the 80s,
yeah,
and 90s. Yeah. So that's why, like, my breeding season typically starts earlier than most people just because I'm in Arizona. That's why,
yeah.
like, I cranked out so many, like, Ciliaris eggs. Like, I
Well,
had one
how did you
pair.
crank them out? You never cooled your animals?
Yeah, I did. Well, I tried
Okay,
to. Yeah,
but you're
no,
still
like,
feeding.
oh yeah, a couple times a week, like once a week,
That's great.
and
That's
then
fine. Normally.
yeah, once a week. So I feed them once a week, boom, and then but like I said, it got really hot really quick. So then I was like, all right, let me mess with my lights and get everything going again because it's too warm. I can't even cool my house down the way I need to just because it didn't dip that cold like what I'm used to. So
Right.
yeah, but so this year, like my Ciliera, she pumped out like 10 clutches. Yeah, 10 clutches. Just, so I had to like literally separate the male and female because I was like, look, y'all need to chill the fuck out. I can't have all these goddamn babies. I still got like three more clutches in the incubator I'm waiting for to hatch out.
I mean, aren't people buying that stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm holding shit back and seeing what I like and what I don't like. See, I'm letting shit develop, seeing where I can go from there. But I mean, eventually, yeah, they're all gonna get moved pretty soon once because I think we're gonna do like a Palm Street. Me and Anthony are gonna do like a Palm Street or something like that, and then start trying to move a bunch of shit because he got like 200 plus geckos. He needs to move all those cresties and
I don't
shit.
even know what Palm Street is. I heard about it, but I have no clue what
Yeah,
that shit.
it's an auction app. That's all it is.
And people buy shit on there.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
It's I mean it's cool and it is bullshit at the same time because like since all these people have gotten on there and started doing shit, now they
mhm.
expect everybody to be like, oh, do these dollar starts, do these dollar starts. I'm like, you crazy as fuck. I'm not doing a dollar start. Like, fuck out of here. I was like, yeah, you do a dollar start on your crested gecko, that's fine, like, no,
Doing a dollar start on a freaking $500 animal. You guys are tripping.
no, yeah, no. I saw, like I said, I was talking to somebody. I was talking to my homeboy Aaron, and because I saw some dude lose his shit on there. Like he was just going off, like I'm not doing these fucking dollar stars anymore. And I was like, dude, that's your fault for doing it in
Oh,
the
because
first
somebody
place.
bid on the shit.
No, because he sold a frappuccino for like 20 bucks, right? So it's like, I mean, don't do that. Have some standards,
Yeah,
So it is what it is with that stuff. But yeah, I think we're eventually we're gonna go and do that.
that's cool.
Yeah. So after like all you cooling down, bring it back up, right? Generally, what's the gestation period on these eggs, and then after that, like, how are you setting them up for incubation?
So they glue their eggs, so you're not setting up anything.
Fuck. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Well, I mean, dude, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Set up a bunch of layers of slate, right?
Yeah.
They glue their eggs to one of the layers of slate. You take the whole layer of slate out, put it in your incubator,
Yeah.
or you let them cook in their cage,
Yeah. Well,
or you can
so
put little deli cups over the top.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, they're gluers.
Goddamn gluers. God damn. So how long does it usually take? Like, so compared if you actually incubate them to leave them in the cage, how much of a difference is that?
Mm. I feel like most of the time I left them in the cage, and it was usually like 80 to 90 days.
Okay, so
Get
kind of
them out of the cage,
toke-ish
put them in the
range.
incubator. Yeah, I mean they're getting a fluctuation in the cage, obviously, and in the incubator they're
Yeah,
going to get solid, very stable
consistent.
temperature. But
Yeah,
I mean, it was always kind of between 70 and 90 days. Um, and I mean, another one of the problems is the adults will grab the babies, and so you kind of got to be on it. They won't, they're not like super crazy. Like I feel like some animals do the second the baby's hatched, man, they're just like fuck this baby and they eat it.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, they probably forget. They even forgot about that baby. That's like,
they're
hold
like,
on.
oh, what's that? Boom, got him.
Yeah.
Shit, those are my eggs. But yeah, I feel like they'll give you a few days to get them out of there before they start really wanting to eat them.
Yeah.
But that's kind of one of the downsides. Yeah, they glue,
Yeah.
and so the babies can be a little bit tough to get out of there. But I mean, that's just part of the deal. You got to
Yeah.
find them.
Yeah.
You got to
I think
watch
that's
those
probably
eggs.
why. That's one of the reasons why I kind of stayed away from like Phelsuma and Lycodactylus. Just I was
Yeah,
like, I don't want to deal with these egg gluing shits.
yeah,
Like even Tokays, I just haven't wanted to deal with that shit. I was like, nah, I'm good. Like even like Tokays are fine just because no, they'll care for their young. It's just that long waiting period is like, god damn. Like
yeah. It's a long
yeah,
incubation time.
you know,
But I mean,
when
dude,
I,
once you get down with like gluing eggs, isn't that big of a deal? Like once you get it, like it's pretty sick. They put them where they want to put them, and you ain't got to do
yeah,
anything
yeah,
other than just kind of make sure that. And I mean, if you're super like, if I ever have like something really rare that they glued, and I really need to figure shit out, like I'll straight take the damn adults out of the cage
yes,
if I
yeah,
have
you can do that too.
to. But if it's not super rare and I'm not tripping like that, then I'll leave them in. And if they're if they're doing well and they continue laying more eggs, then I'll just leave them in there and go, yo, if the first batch of eggs, if the adults smoke the babies or whatever, like I'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
Like that's, I mean, I mean, I don't know how to say it. I don't have time to deal with that stuff. And it
Oh yeah, yeah,
sounds like, well, then you shouldn't keep them if you don't have time. And it's like, well, no, I'm going to keep them.
yeah,
I don't have time to get the damn babies every time. And sometimes the babies get,
yeah. I mean, not everybody
they
like
get
from
recycled back into the
no
mom.
from yeah from what I talked to no talking to a bunch of people. A lot of people don't even pay attention to on like when they actually like are about to lay or anything like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
for me, I mean, I put everything on my calendars. Like, all right,
Right.
cool. No stropharis. All right, every 21 days they're gonna lay it. Gonna lay clutches. All right, and every 65 days they're gonna hatch. So I just put those all on my little calendar, and boom, I get
That's pretty sick.
notifications. Yeah,
That's super
because
dope.
no, I mean, because I forget. Just like everybody else, we're gonna forget that shit. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
all right. I mean, and I do that with pretty much everything. Pterodactylus, my Zebrachus. Those are like every 60 days for the gestation period. So I know when it's coming up. All right, start looking, and then and then also being observing on okay, like my Zebrachus will do a pre-shed before she lays her eggs. Every time she'll shed out, then she'll drop. So that's when I start looking like, okay, cool, you're about to shed. So that guess what? You're about to drop these eggs, and you can see the eggs on the side of this Zebrachus. Those things are clear as day on her. So I was like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
cool.
totally. I mean, yeah, most geckos you can see them, and I mean that's great. I should utilize the calendar situation on my phone because yeah, a lot of times, bro, I'm just freaking willy nilly.
Yeah.
And I've also like, in my defense, I've been doing this for so fucking long, dude, that I'm
Well,
just
yeah, and that's that
in the beginning. I'm
whole
very regimented, and now I've just realized like, yo, guess what? Like, if you don't do that, shit still works out. Like,
yeah.
I
It's
still
like
find the eggs. I might
almost
miss a clutch.
complacency, right?
Yeah, you do get complacent, and you pay for it. Like I definitely have babies get eaten, babies get their tails bit.
Yeah.
I miss a clutch of eggs. I might find a baby like freaking dead in the reptile room. Be like, man, I didn't even know these motherfuckers laid. Like, what the hell is this, dude?
Yeah.
And the baby's all in a spider web or something,
Oh yeah,
like in
yeah,
the
yeah.
corner or whatever. But like, I mean, that's far and few between. And
Yeah.
I feel like I've had enough success with animals that
Yeah,
I have
especially I
people
mean,
that I can kick back here and there.
yeah, I mean, because you know your animal's laying habits, so you
Mm-hmm.
kind of figured those things. Like for me, like this is the first year I've had like those Blazodactylus cyclophils, right? So I didn't know
Right.
what kind of laying habits they had. I literally went in one day, like, because I think I was talking to Nate, and he was like, "Man, how they doing?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't even know if they're laying eggs. I haven't checked anything." So and then like the next day, I was like, "All right, let me just check this enclosure real quick." Boom, boom, boom. Pulled out like five. Actually, I pulled out six eggs. I cracked one, but yeah, I was like, "Holy shit, y'all been busy." Like, didn't even know because they didn't. Like when I looked at the bedding, didn't even look like they did anything.
Yeah.
But I found them. I was like, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and incubate these things, see what happens.
Yeah.
You
They
know?
take a minute. They take a minute, bro.
Yeah. So that's man. I'm starting to like a lot of these geckos that I'm getting take a long fucking time. Like
Yeah.
they,
Some of them do. Some of
yeah,
them take a
like
while, especially like that equilateral shit, man. Stuff that's from the tropics. I mean, the eggs they can. they can just sit there and take forever because they don't have anything coming that's going to change. You know what I'm saying? It's not like South African geckos, like Ptyodactylus, stuff like that. They've got a legit winter that's coming. These Ptyodactylus that we're talking about, they have a legit winter that's coming. Coleonyx in California, even in Mexico, stuff like that, Texas, they have a legit winter that's coming. They can't afford to sit there and take fucking 200 days to hatch.
Yeah.
They've got to get it done. They get laid in July or whatever. It's like, yo, we got till September to hatch, eat, and figure out a place to sleep. Like, we don't have time to sit in the egg for 200 days.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, a lot of this, like, you know, Madagascar stuff, equilateral Africa stuff like that, you know, or, you know, a lot of the Pterodactylus and stuff you take, they can sit in an egg under a log for a long-ass time.
Yeah.
But, you know, Strophaurus, bro, you just saw that temperature. Those eggs ain't going to, no egg is going to make it through 40
Oh, no,
degrees.
no. Hell no.
So they got to hatch before winter, which is cool. And you just take that into consideration when you're looking at new species to get. Be like,
oh, yeah, definitely.
Hey, this is a temperate species, or even it's a desert, but they have seasons. These eggs are going to hatch much quicker than some shit that has no season.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why, that's why I keep my Strophaurus, because, like, everything else takes so fucking long in my eyes compared to, like, my Strophaurus. So it's almost that instant gratification for me. Like, all right, Strophaurus are hatching. Okay, cool. And then in between time, some other shit will hatch that's been incubating for, like, 120 days or some shit like that. Like, I think they told me, like, the Triadus can take, like, 4 to 6 months. So it's like, damn, okay. So that's going to be a long waiting time. So I was like, all right, well, that's why I have, Strophaurus popping out. I mean, even the Homophilus take like 90 days, and that was in the incubator.
Some of those take a long ass time, bro.
Yeah.
They can take way longer than that. Like, you start getting these Wahlbergi, bro, those things take 200 days.
Yeah, see?
Like, they go hard. But that's what I'm saying is, Wahlbergi, that's a Mozambique and South African species. They get hit with a real winter.
Yeah.
You got freaking Fasciatus, more from further north, I think actually even Mozambique, Tanzania and stuff like that. They don't get a crazy winter like that. They get a little bit of a winter, but nothing super drastic.
Yeah. So with these babies, or actually, you know what? Before we get to those babies, right? What size tanks are you actually putting these, like, some of your groups in? Like, if you're doing like a 1.3, 1.4, some shit like that.
It depends on the species, but if I had like Ragazzi, one of the bigger ones, or like Francis or Olavi, which they're occasionally available. Like, if you're in touch with the European dudes, probably like a 2-foot cube, 24, 24, 24, like a 1.2.
Yeah.
Gutatis are a little bit smaller. Keep them in an 18, 18, 24. And then, like, my little Audrey, I have a trio in a 12-foot or a 12-inch cube.
Okay.
They're small, like 3 inches.
Okay.
They're pretty dope. If I breed them, hopefully I can get some out where people can get them, because they're pretty rad. I don't think anyone else has them. And
throw me on that list, then, man.
Yeah,
put me on that list.
Yeah, well, they're sick little dudes. But yeah, I mean, that's about it for the cages. They're pretty basic cages, and 2-foot cube, I would say, for a group of the bigger boys. 18-inch exoteras for Gutatis.
Gotcha. Okay, so for the babies, how are you setting them up?
Babies, generally, I would use just a smaller cage, man, of the adult stuff. Whether I'm using... Generally, I wouldn't do kind of like... I like to do stuff in deli cups, like super small babies. I might do them in deli cups, but for some reason, Ptyodactylus, for me, I feel like they need like a lot more light than the other babies do, and a lot more heat. And so generally, I would maybe put them in like a critter keeper or a little 5-gallon cage or something like that. And I'd raise them together. You know, they're going to hatch at the same time for the most part. So I'd put 2 in something like that. They've got these funny little, dude, what are they called? They're these little cages. You can get them on Amazon. I think they're like toxariums or something. It's a funny ass name.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty garbage, but they're also fairly cheap. And they're small. Yeah, they're like 6 by 6 by 8.
Yeah. You could buy like, I saw that like the 8 by 8 by 12s. You could buy like 5 of them for like $140 or some shit like that.
I didn't know they had that size. If they do that, I'm gonna have to get in there. Because back when I got them, literally, bro, it's like 6 inches by 6 inches by 8 inches, I think. Yeah. And I got like 12 of them. I have a whole freaking two shelves of them on one of my racks, which is pretty dope because they fit all perfect.
Yeah.
And I got a big 4-foot strip of like UVB across the top, and then I can heat them from the bottom, or I can put little puck lights or whatever on the top.
Yeah.
So I'll keep them in that kind of stuff.
So I did get this one off of Amazon too.
Oh, those are
Cool.
sick. See, dude, those are super sick. See, mine are black. Mine aren't all acrylic like that.
Yeah,
But I
these are
do
like
have some
20
cages
bucks.
like that I used to get, and I'd like to get more because that's a rad
It's
cage.
like $20 or something like that right there. Wasn't
In
bad.
there. Might have to
Yeah.
look into that. But yeah, man, just small cages, bro. I mean, you could do deli cups if you set it up. Like, I mean, I see your deli cups up there behind you. If you were to set them
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
like, you keep them in there for a little while, they're gonna grow out of it pretty quick.
So
Just
they're
'cause
okay. So they're
they're
pretty
pretty
like.
sizable. Plus, I mean, they hatch out pretty good size.
Oh yeah. I was
Especially,
like,
if you have some of the bigger geckos, the bigger species, they're gonna hatch out pretty good size. But yeah, man, just small containers, whatever you got. They need it warm. So like, I mean, I'm pretty simple when it comes to babies. I try to keep everything fairly similar, but it's just like something that's smaller than big is better in my opinion. You keep the food closer to them,
yeah,
and the animal's not going to get lost in the damn cage. And when I mean lost, I mean like I can't see it. I need to see these babies. I need to be, if I'm going to raise these babies, I need to actively be able to see them and make sure that they're doing fine. They're eating the
oh
crickets,
yeah,
they're drinking water, they're keeping good weight on them. They're not
yeah,
beating
definitely.
each other up, so I need to separate them. And so that's kind of why I started doing like just using deli cups to raise like my strophorus and stuff. And I use deli
My,
cups.
I
I
got
use
the
them,
deli cup thing from you when I watched your videos. It's like,
yeah,
okay, bet, yeah, that's dope. And I
and it
just
works. It's easy. And
get a
then
soldering
you're not,
iron and
yeah,
just put some little more holes in there so all that UV can go right through.
yeah. There you go. That's perfect.
Yeah,
And then also you're not, because a lot of times, if you're, I mean, back in the day when I'd breed a ton of geckos, bro, I'd have so many damn babies that I'd be trying to keep, 4 or 5 babies in one and 6 babies in another. And it's like now with the deli cup thing, I could keep single babies in each thing. They could each have their little stick, each have their
yeah,
own little zone. So that worked. I mean, I use all different, like those tall deli cups I'd use for Strophorus and Ptyodactylus and shit like that. And then if I've got baby, you know, baby Geckoella or baby Pterodactylus or baby Pachyodactylus, I'll use a small flat deli cup, bro. Same situation. And
yeah,
you don't even need light for those. Put a couple rocks in there, boom,
yeah, yeah,
feed them. And then, once they get to a certain size, then they graduate to a different container.
yeah,
But, I mean, Pterodactylus are the same. You could totally rock a deli cup for them. Or, if you have enough small cages, do that. It's just that, dude, once you get them dialed in, bro, they will start laying eggs and they will lay some eggs. Like,
all right,
I still have this rock. It's funny. I use it. A lot of my rocks I've had for years, bro. So many years. Some of these rocks that I've had, dude. This thing is the whole bottom of it is completely covered in old egg stains. It's just, dude, there's like freaking 50 old, just broken off
yeah.
eggshells on the bottom of this rock, and it was from a group of Ptyodactylus guttatus.
Goddamn,
So
yeah,
yeah, they go hard, dude.
yeah. So I haven't really, I haven't gotten to deal with a whole lot of that. Besides, like my chihuahuas, they'll every now and then they'll stick the eggs to the fucking wall, like very
Are they
randomly.
good
So,
eggs?
huh?
Are they good when they do that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They hatched out and everything, but I
Wow.
got I got some eggs that are like just glued on the wall, and then I take them off, and it has that big old white streak on them and shit like that on the side of the cage. I'm like, God damn, seriously? Or they'll like halfway glue them onto like some cork bark, and I'm like, oh, god
Yeah,
damn,
dude, that's the thing. A lot
pain
of
in my
times for me,
ass.
like when they glue eggs, if I incubate them for a little while, especially soft shelled stuff, it swells a little bit, and
Hmm.
it'll end up coming off, like popping off of whatever it was glued to, and then it's easy to move.
Okay.
Because like I've had that with some lizards. Like I have some lizards that'll lay like, dude, I'll give them a deep ass freaking nest box, dude. They'll go all the way down to the damn bottom and then glue them to the bottom, and I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me, dude? I got to clear out the whole incubator to put this whole damn nest box in the incubator. But then within like
Uh,
probably 10 days, man, the eggs swell a little bit as they start to grow, and then they break off the bottom without
yeah.
actually breaking. Because if you try to peel them right away, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm
Yeah.
going to damage the eggs. So I
Oh
just
yeah.
leave them in there and they end up popping off. But yeah, I mean, that goes back to us hating egg gluing animals, which makes sense. It's annoying.
Yeah. For real, man. So, oh shit, we never even got into it. Like, I guess, I mean, they're insectivores, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're insectivores.
Like, how
I
big
mean,
of
dude,
a
to be
prey do
honest
they
with you,
like
man,
to
it
take?
seems like what's that?
Said, how big of a prey do they like to take?
Oh, they'll take. I mean, adults will take a freaking. I mean, depending on the species, but they're not picky, bro. They'll smash. So, I mean, easy. Like, I guess an adult, like let's say an adult gutata would take, or gutatus would take like a half-grown dubia. They could smoke a
Oh
kingworm,
shit.
large crickets, no problem.
Yeah, damn.
Mealworms, waxworms, whatever. Some of the bigger, like the Omani ones, the bigger ones, they could probably eat an adult dubia. But I mean, I feed some, like, dude, I feed my Blazodactylus socolava, dude. I'll feed them. I'll feed adult dubias to them,
Yeah,
especially the males. They trash them, dude. No
yeah,
problem.
yeah. I haven't fed. I don't feed much dubia besides like my. I got those dumpy frogs. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're the only ones that really like my chihuahuas. They don't fuck with them. Like they very rarely fuck with them. Uh, Most of my like the chauffeurs, they don't like them because they don't fucking move. So they're like, get that shit out my face. Oh, unless if
That's
I
so
throw,
funny, dude.
yeah, like if I have like red runners or some, throw them in there, they go crazy because they get
I
the
have red runners, dude.
yeah,
Dubia. I used to have such a problem with them, man. Nothing would eat them. I was
yeah,
literally just like you said. I nothing would eat them, bro. I don't have a single animal in my collection that won't eat dubia.
oh yeah.
Now, I don't know what it is, but
I think
every
they just go
single
through
thing, bro.
phases.
Babies, adults, everything I have will eat dubia, no problem.
Yeah,
And I mean, maybe it's when I feed or how I feed. I don't know, bro. But it's like I also don't like a lot of times when I'm feeding, bro. I'm in there just feeding. I'm boom, boom, boom. I'm
yeah,
out, dude. I'm not sitting there watching them. And so I also know kind of like what like which animals are gonna like what it's gonna work for. I know the dubia dig down into the sand. They don't move quite as much. But I also know they're fully nocturnal, dude. So they'll dig into the sand, bro. But once nighttime comes around, they're up and they're crawling all over and they're moving and they get wrecked. Like, and that's perfect for me because I can throw them in and I can leave and I'll come back the next day. The lizards are chunky, the dubias are, I can sift through the sand, they're gone.
yeah,
It works, but I mean, yeah, and a lot of times I'm feeding at night. And so, I'm taking a handful of large ass male dubias. I throw them in the big lizard cage, bro, and you're hearing those Blazodactylus just smash around that cage,
oh yeah, yeah,
grabbing them. Because the big ones won't even really bury themselves. It's the babies that bury themselves.
yeah,
But the babies, even still, like those little deli cups, man, I'll throw a few babies in there. They're gone. They eat them.
yeah. I just whenever I go to like the reptile shop, they never have like the small enough ones that I feel comfortable because they're always fucking wide, like the
Yeah,
dubias.
they are wild.
So I don't want to feed them to like my strophs, like my baby ones. Like every now and then, like I said, I'll grab some of the red runners because they're really slim.
Yeah,
So they'll eat those, but they'll eat crickets. They eat almost mealworms. I hate when they eat meal. I hate feeding mealworms. I hate the way
I like them.
when they poop them out. It just looks fucking weird. Like I can
Yeah,
see I see the like the mealworm wrapped around the poop. I'm
it's pretty
like,
heavy.
did you poop or did you throw up? Which one was
Yeah,
it?
yeah. What are
You
you
know?
doing?
Yeah,
No, I keep everything, man. I keep all of the food items. I got mealworms. I got kingworms. I got dubia. I got red runners. I got. No, that's about it. I mean, I buy waxworms,
yeah,
but I breed dubia. I just have this gnarly bin that it's just a machine. I throw crap, like literally not crap, but just like food scraps in there.
yeah. Just throw scraps in there. Be like, all right, cool, boom.
Whatever we have, man. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, this colony of dubia has been going for probably 10 years, and there's
Holy shit.
thousands of them.
God
I
damn.
just pick the sizes I need, throw them in, throw them in. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I don't have a huge collection right now, so it works. Especially like when
Yeah.
I'm out of crickets or if I'm waiting for an order, I can definitely make do with my dubia. Red runners I use, but I'm just like pretty paranoid of them getting out
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
reptile room.
yeah. I
But
mean,
I will
I
use
got
babies, like especially like if I'm doing the deli cup situation with a species and I know they're not going to get out, I'll use baby red runners.
okay.
Or if I'm feeding an animal that I know is a savage and I can use tongs and feed them, I'll use runners. I love red runners.
Yeah.
They're a little sketchy to be tossing handfuls of them into a cage.
Yeah, yeah, right. I mean, if I
Especially when
can
I see,
get
like, after I'm done feeding crickets, I'll see a cricket here and there run around. So I'm like, yo, if that was a red runner, bro, I'd be tripping. I do not
right.
want that going down.
Oh shit, that and I mean, wife would be like, "Hold on, no,
Yeah,
time out, coach. No, we got a
yeah,
technical foul, all that good shit. They
yeah.
ain't
You bet.
get this shit out of here now."
Get out of here.
All
Yeah,
right.
she'd be pissed.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would love to get into like some was it some grasshoppers? If I
Yeah, I've seen that spot that's they're breeding them or selling them or whatever, but they're like, dude, those things are so expensive, man.
they are
I'm like,
like, I
bro,
mean,
it's
I would have to breed
smaller
my
than
own.
grasshopper.
Yeah, I would literally have to probably breed my own just to
You know,
keep up with it because yeah, I can't afford to buy $100 worth of grasshoppers and it's not that much.
and
So
you're feeding them. It's like you're getting breeding them, you're feeding them. It's like I'm not spending $100 on. And I'd run through those in two days or less.
yeah, yeah,
Not gonna work. I'll go catch them. I
and
don't
I
know.
just have to find ones that are very small because, like I said, most of my
Yeah,
shit's
I mean,
not
dude,
that.
you got to find a field and just go catch them, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I
I mean, I don't
definitely
know
got to.
about. I got to find out where there's some grasshoppers around here. I know there's got to be some.
Oh, I'm sure you got tons. I'm sure you do. You just got to go out in the field and go look
We
for
got
them.
those black crickets. Like when I flip logs and shit around here, there's those big old black crickets, and I use those sometimes. They're just I can't catch them. They're hard to catch a bunch of them.
Yeah, damn. So, actually, shit. Let me say, I said we talked about the Pterodactylus. Let me ask you, what's next on the Reptilian Diaries?
Next on Reptilian Diaries, jeez Louise. I was actually just down in the desert. What was that last weekend? And I was my goal. Like I kind of had a plan. I was like, I'm gonna shoot just a real quick video on Coleonyx Variegatus. I'll do like a little
Hmm,
closer look episode on Coleonyx Variegatus
nice.
because I have footage of them breeding. I got footage of the eggs hatching. I've got I've got all the footage I need. I just wanted to get some wild footage of them,
Yeah.
and I just fucking didn't find a single one. It's crazy. I always find them. I didn't find a single one. I was like, oh, there goes that. So that was annoying. But I've got. I mean, I have a trip in January. I'm going to Argentina, which will be a big trip, and I'll
Oh yeah,
probably
we talked
film.
about that on the last one.
Yeah,
You're
I'll probably
planning
film
that one.
some of that. But other than that, man, I'm going to be in Mexico in October, but it's more of a family trip. But I might herp a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to Rocky Point, which is more close to you,
Yeah.
which is down Puerto Penasco. So I'm going to do that. I've never been over there, but that's like I said, it's a family thing. But there's some cool stuff down there, so I might look around. Other than that, man, I'm just not sweating it really. Like I can't like I'm just in the phase of my life right now with the kids and everything and the reptiles and work and everything. I just can't be like tripping on. I mean, I want to make videos. I want to go herping and stuff. I don't have the time to be sweating on that right now. I'm just constantly on it and trying to do this shit. I got to just let things happen.
Oh yeah.
And I did the Mexico one, and it's just gonna be that for right now. I mean, I've thought about doing some like captive stuff, videos about the collection, or videos about building outdoor cages, or what I do, or showing my collection, or this, that, and the other
That.
thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's that going with the outdoor stuff?
Outdoor stuff's freaking pretty rad this year. I mean, it's all like these Leo Lamus that I have, these little crazy fluorescent blue and green lizards. They laid. What did I get? I think I got 16 eggs this year. Some of them
Shit.
went bad. I ended up with 11 hatchlings, so I got 11 babies right now. 100% outside. They hatched. I let them shed out in the incubator, and then boom, they went straight outside. So they're already killing it, eating, and getting through low 50s at night, no problem. Basking all day long. I bred one species, Diplolamus leopardinus, which probably maybe one of the biggest accomplishments for me that I've ever done is breeding these. I haven't hatched the eggs yet, so I haven't completed it, but bred them and got a really solid clutch of eggs from them, all outdoors. So I'm really excited about that.
Nice.
That kind of just happened like last week, so I'm super
Yeah.
stoked on that. Then I've got another group of Leolamus parvus, which is another crazy little high elevation Argentinian species, which one of the females is like super pregnant right now, live birth, so she
Nice.
should drop any day. Um, yeah, man, it's just, dude, it's so different keeping stuff outside. It's a trip. Like you don't have
Yeah.
to feed near as much. The animals, like they just keep weight on them, bro. It's insane. Like you can feed
You
once
think
a
it's
week.
just because they're foraging in their cage?
I think it's foraging, maybe in the cage a little bit, but I think it's just more the temperature changes and the fact that they're
Okay.
very, very aware of like, hey, it's going to be cold tonight, or maybe even if they're not aware, but they're just their bodies and their metabolism is aware of. It's like
Okay.
we
Right.
shut down in the night instead of like, hey, it's still 80 degrees at night. Our body's still going to be, breaking this
Churning
food
and
down.
burning.
When
Yeah.
it's 50 degrees out, dude, that body's probably really slowly breaking that food down. And yeah, just rad. I mean, like I was talking to you guys both, like you and Ant last time. It's just watching them bask in different different areas of the cage. Sounds really kind of not that cool. But when
No,
you're
I
used to
mean,
keeping
but
animals
you're
inside and they
yeah,
always have their one basket spot and they're
and
always
that sun's
basking
just
right
moving,
there,
and they're moving
when you
with
get
it,
to
trying
see
to
them, dude,
yeah,
yeah, you get to see them use the whole damn cage. It's fucking so killer, dude.
yeah,
And it's just rewarding to go out there and like to see live plants growing. There's not a damn single freaking cord coming off of any one of these damn cages. I'm
yeah,
not tripping on any fires happening. I'm not worried about any of that crap. I'm not cleaning glass. It's sick, dude. It's really fucking cool.
yeah.
And like if I
I
was
mean,
you, I don't
I
know what
can't wait.
your setup
Yeah,
is outside.
yeah, I can't wait until. Well, I have to buy
You're
a
a
house
master.
first. We got to buy a house,
You're a
and
master.
I want
Yeah,
something that eats bugs. I don't want to do the veggie. Like veggie animals don't do it for me. I need something that's going to
dude,
eat.
your mastics are so easy though, bro.
I know.
Throwing greens.
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
want
chill.
like what was it? Because I was thinking about like collar lizards or something like that.
I was gonna say, dude, you could start with native stuff. Build some
Yeah,
pens, keep some native stuff, or
yeah,
stuff that's not necessarily like you could keep chuckwallas, but like keep the chuckwallas that are from California. The
yeah,
granite phase chuckwallas or whatever. Or bro, there's so many different agamas and stuff that you could keep. Like
yeah,
so
yeah,
many different agamas. Just got to make sure you provide shade, make sure you provide water, really make sure you allow them to get out of the heat. You know what I mean? Because even
yeah.
here, bro, where it'll be 75 degrees, and when it's 75, those cages, man, they get super hot.
Okay.
Um, and a lot of times it's because like the side walls need to be screened. There needs to be cross ventilation to
Yeah,
just keep that air moving. Otherwise, if it's because a lot of these cages that I use, they're these big, they're hydroponic flood tables,
hmm,
or hydroponic reservoirs. They're these big ass freaking tubs that are like 5 feet long by 3 feet wide by a foot and a half deep. So they're really big ass tubs. And I just basically make a top. I make a 2x4 freaking framed out top for them. The back third of it is like screwed down, and then the front 2/3 is a big ass freaking opening door.
yeah,
But those things get baked on by the sun, man. There's no cross ventilation. They get too hot in there, and animals will die.
yeah,
So I've started to cut the sides out of these things and put screen. That way, there's full cross ventilation, and I haven't had anything die anymore. And things are working out. And then I also use, I think I told you guys, I use like these 50-gallon barrels that I'll
oh,
cut the sides out of them. So it's literally just like kind of like a barrel, the top of the barrel and the bottom of the barrel. And then there'll be like kind of 3 big ass windows or 4 big windows of screen on the barrel.
hmm,
And then that allows cross ventilation. And then the top is, I cut the top out, so that's screen. And it's also fun, man, to build these cages, to get creative and figure out ways to make cool cages that look cool and that
oh
don't
yeah,
look like all freaky dink, just like garbage everywhere.
oh yeah,
And then, like I said, man, watching these animals outside, it's something else. It's why all of us got into keeping reptiles. You saw lizards outside, you thought they were awesome. It was like, dude, that lizard just ran.
oh
Did you
yeah,
see that? Let's
definitely.
see what that was. Like, that was sick. Now I get to see that every day before I walk into my reptile room. It's pretty dope.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got a. Oh, I don't have a. I don't know him personally, but I see him on like some of my Facebook groups. He keeps a Savannah monitors outside out here in
Oh,
Arizona.
that's dope. Okay.
Yeah, like he makes some pretty. He makes some impressive ones. Enclosures.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like that
Yeah,
that kind of stuff, bro. Like you could totally. There's so many animals that live in the desert that you could do. Like these agamas and stuff. There's agamas from freaking any of these agamas that are coming in. Those are strictly gnarly ass desert animals.
yeah, yeah,
You set it
yeah.
up.
I said one
You
side,
just
like I
gotta,
said, one side we buy a house. That's
yeah,
like one of the first things I'm looking at doing is like, all right, what's my layout in the backyard, and start getting all the material for it and starting trying to build some shit out.
straight up.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot
that's
of
the
dudes
goal
keep
right there.
tortoises and stuff. A lot of dudes in Arizona keep tortoises outside.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely not getting a sulcata. Tell you that right now. Fuck that.
No,
Dude,
but other ones.
no, yeah, no, because we got this it's like a reptile sanctuary out here, and
Mm-hmm.
like they got probably over 300 sulcatas that they always try to
Okay.
rehome every year. It's fucking massive. Like the first thing you do
Wow.
is like, yeah, it's like 5 acres of land and half of it's covered by sulcatas. I'm like, God
That's
damn.
insane. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like, what are these people doing?
Well, because they buy them when they're like this big,
That little
and don't
tiny cute
know
thing.
that thing turns into a truck tire, and
Yeah,
it
they're ridiculous.
outlives you. That and is like they're like $20 when you buy them or some shit like that, or $40.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, yeah. But all right, I think that's it. Well, let me see. Will be some good tips on before we get out of here. Will be some good tips like for like if someone wanted to keep these, like what's a good informational resource, and then like some tips that you would tell them like this is if you want to keep them, this is what you need to do right here, and you'll be solid.
Yeah, like I mean, a real quick rundown, like a real quick kind of recap is like Ptyodactylus. It's a desert species. It's a hot desert species. They're arboreal for the most part, climbing on rocks. Pretty small cage, 18-inch, 24-inch exoterra is going to do it. Crickets, dubias, mealworms, whatever. They're not picky at all. I'd hit them with UVB. I'd do at least a 50-watt basking light. Make sure they got a 100-degree or more basking temperature. Background of the cage can be, 78 degrees, 80 degrees, 85 degrees even. Not a big deal. If you're keeping Ragazzi, I would drop those temps a little bit, add a little more humidity because Ragazzi are a more tropical species than the rest of them. And I mean, they're worthwhile, man. Like they've gotten rare. I don't see anyone offering captive bred ones. Like
No, no,
I
I
don't want
don't
to say
either.
at all, but like very rarely, if at all. I think maybe here and there somebody will offer some Ragazzi, but I haven't seen captive bred Guitatas in a long time. And I mean, yeah, it's worth somebody grabbing a little group of these things and starting to work with them again if they can. If you see them pop up. I mean, that being said, it's also totally possible to go see them in some of these. I mean, a lot of the area where these things are from is pretty dicey, but like Morocco is totally safe. A lot of people go to Egypt. A lot of people, I don't know what Israel's about these days, but a lot of people used to go to Israel, if that's your thing. And there's different areas where you can definitely go and see these animals in the wild if you're a traveler and if you're down to do that. Otherwise, it's just an obscure species that not a lot of people are working with, and that seems to get people pumped. Is keeping rare stuff. So this is one of those species, almost like a Holodactylus africanus, those little eublepharid African geckos that nowadays they're like 6, 7, 800 bucks a piece if you can even get them. And back in the day, they were freaking $5, $10 a piece. They came in by the hundreds, and now they just disappear. And so
Yeah,
those kind of animals, this is one of those stories.
yeah.
Guttatas for sure used to come in all the time. Now they never come in. So it's one of those animals where if you see them, it's worth grabbing them. They're freaking easy and they're cool. They're active. It's not something where you're just going to be staring at an empty cage all the time. Like they're out and about. I mean, they might hide for a bit, but once they get accustomed, they're going to jam. They're going to be cruising around and stuff like that. And so they're worth keeping. And talk to the European dudes. Sometimes some weird ones pop up here and there. I might have Audrey available later. We'll see how they do. But yeah, I mean that's really kind of it. It's a pretty basic genus. It's a small genus at this point compared to something like Pachyodactylus or Hemidactylus or of course like Cerdodactylus. This is like I said, 12 species, 13, 14 species. But yeah, man, they're easy and they're big and they're solid animals.
Nice, nice. And before we head out, what's your gonna be your goal for what you call it when you guys go to Argentina?
Argentina is going to be, I mean, Diplolamus leopardinus, the one I told you that I bred this year for the first time. That'll probably be my main goal, seeing those in the wild. And then if I get as far south as I want to, there's a Leolamus species down there, Leolamus pictus, which I have, which I want to see. So basically, without dropping a bunch of weird Latin names, just to see the animals that I keep. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I
Yeah,
keep a handful of stuff from Argentina, and I want to see it. I
yeah.
want to stand there. I want to go, this is how it's done. Dude, that I can't, I say it every time I talk on any one of these podcasts or any one of these presentations I do. There's nothing like standing in the habitat of the shit that you keep. It will
Oh
change
yeah,
everything.
yeah, for sure.
It'll change everything. Like even with you, super, super successful with your ciliaris, you got everything dialed in. You could go stand up in the north end of the Western Territory or north end of Western Australia and just be like, fuck, I can totally change this. I could tweak
Oh yeah.
this. This is crazy. Oh, these bushes are way more bushy than I thought they were. Or fuck, these are way less bushy than I thought they were. Or damn, dude, these things are like way up in the tree or they're really far down. Like seeing them in the wild, bro, it's just mind blowing. And it's also just so rewarding just to see them. It's such a trip to be like, this one's wild. Like
Yeah,
this is crazy. I'm out here. This is
yeah.
so fucking sick. So
No, I felt
that's
like
my goal.
that when I was in Nigeria, because I was
Yeah.
working on a base. Oh, I was a DoD contractor, and
Mm-hmm.
dude, so many like agamas will come rolling through there, and just seeing how like not even just that energy they have compared to what we
Yeah.
have is night and day. Just
Dude,
goddamn.
totally. I'm sure these animals like. I mean, I'm not saying that they get depressed, but I'm not saying that they get depressed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
yeah,
they're in
different
cages all the time with
personalities.
artificial lighting. Nothing changes. There's no wind. There's no
Yeah.
smells that are good. There's no like, bro, nothing changes. So shit gets stagnant, and that goes back to me keeping stuff outside. And I'm not even a purist, bro. I've kept shit for so long in cages, and I will continue.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But my I'm definitely like kind of shifting to like larger cages, less animals, more shit outside.
yeah.
It's trying not necessarily enrichment, but just better fucking environments. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah,
More
definitely.
stuff going on in the
Like
environment.
like you said,
Just
like the wind, that whole wind thing. Like no, throw like one of those little computer fans in there. Have it like check your weather app. Is it windy that day on your thing? Set it to blow
or
on.
even just have that thing on a little timer. Throw it on for
Yeah,
freaking 20 minutes every 4 hours or something. Just have it
yeah.
blow.
Like during the season,
Or
like if it's that season, like all right, it's a windy season. Here, throw it on. Like a
yeah,
couple minutes a day, boom. It's and then like I said, now it's not windy anymore. Now it's hot and humid and all this shit, like all that
yeah.
shit.
Do a
Right?
little blast of friggin' mister. I mean, you can get real crazy, bro. You can have like,
Yeah,
I mean, you could if you have a bigger cage, you could fully have a 150-watt spotlight here and a 75 over here and a 25 over here and a little computer fan here, and everything's on timers to where it's like, when more like first light, right when the lights pop on, only the little 25-watt hits, dude. And then as the day goes on, boom, the 75-watt comes on, and then all of
yeah.
them turn off for an hour, and the wind blows, and then next thing you know, the 150's on, and like doing that shit like on a crazy, pretty intricate week of timers could be so sick,
Oh
and
yeah.
it would make shit pop off, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've reached out to a lot of people asking because like my whole thing be like, hey, do you have something where I could connect it, like connect, like whatever system to the weather app, right?
Wait,
So
so the
whatever's
weather,
yeah, and then
I
so
feel like
whatever's
there is.
yeah, and
There's got to be
someone said they
some.
were making one, and it just never they never brought it out. But I was like, that would have been super sick. Like, oh, it's thunderstorming, raining that day. All that shit starts happening. Lights start kind of flickering.
That'd be so sick. That would be so epic, dude. That'd
Yeah,
be so epic.
like if
Like
I
you're
was
on just
technically savy, I would do some
get it.
shit like that. But I'm not.
Dude, that'd be super sick, dude.
I know my way around the kitchen, not around electronics.
That'd be dope.
All right,
I mean,
man.
that's a good look, though.
So, so you want to plug? Go ahead and plug the YouTube channel. Even though we know it's
YouTube
not dead,
channels.
you know
Yeah,
we
it's
still got.
Reptilian Diaries. It's not. It's never going to be dead. It's just not like it's not super active.
Yeah.
But like I've got enough videos for you to go and enjoy them. You can watch them,
Oh yeah.
and like I
So
said,
much information on there.
I appreciate that, man. And there's the Oman series, which is one of the older ones. It does have some Ptyodactylus in it, which we talked about
Yep.
in this episode. So if you're into that, you can go watch those and check it out. Otherwise, just go watch them. Get stoked on herping. Get stoked on herping, not just here in the States, but going overseas to some other interesting countries. And I mean, this is what I tell people when they're like, "Dude, you got to make more videos." I'm like, I do, but it doesn't cost you anything to stay subscribed, man. And I don't even care if you stay subscribed. I still, whenever I post a video, I'm gonna post it on Facebook. So if you're not subscribed, you can still see if you're friends with me on Facebook that I made a new video. And that's the other thing is that it's not about subscribers. I don't give a shit if I have any subscribers. I make these videos just to make these videos so I can watch them, so my homies can watch them, and so we can have
Yeah.
kind of a body of work to be like, yo, dude, remember Australia, dude? Let's sit down, have a beer, and like straight binge watch all these episodes, and like
Oh yeah, dude.
that shit's
Like,
rad. Like I'm
dude, I'm
past
telling you
trying to
right now.
make
Like,
money or something.
what I normally do is I'll get blowed, and no, I'll smoke my shit, and just put like Australia on, or just all the gecko ones. I'll put all them on. Like, all right, cool, boom. We chilling today. Like
That's
I've
funny,
done
dude.
that plenty of times, bro.
That makes me stoked. That's why I make them. Like that's exactly why I make them, for people to just
Yeah,
vibe out to. Like that's why I make them. It's not to friggin' lure people in to subscribe in or try to do
yeah,
any bullshit, try to get sponsors or none of that shit at all. Like I don't even zero 1% chance of that shit ever happening because I won't even do it. I'm just making videos.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually,
it's
I'm
just.
not making videos.
I mean, it's the same shit here, right? Where we just want to get all this information out to these people, whether you listen to it or not. It's here for you if you feel like you want to dive into that species or genus. So it's like, okay, just like this one with the Ptyodactylus, like.
Yeah, they can come back and check it out later if they're not tripping.
Yeah, you might see it on Morph Market one day, be like, oh, hold on, I saw that there might be an episode on the Gecko Exchange podcast or some shit like that. Here, let me listen to it. Okay, I think I can handle that gecko. Let me go ahead and buy it.
Making a body of work that's going to have all these different genuses where people can just go, snap, boom, boom. I've got the whole damn, yeah, totally.
Yeah. So definitely respect what you do, man. I love it.
Appreciate it.
Keep plugging them. Keep putting us.
Too, man. I'm happy to be here. It's always a pleasure to be here. I'm honored to be here. You guys got a good thing. I like it. It's sick.
Cool. Appreciate it. All right. Make sure to stay on after I click off this thing.
What up?
But everybody, have a great morning, afternoon, or night whenever you listen to this. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Yo, creeping in the dark, life nocturnal, dark and dark, both paths arboreal to terrestrial, sticky toes gripping forest through desert explore, listen close, Gecko podcast, that's knowledge galore, reptile talk, host Anthony and Jason, trade secrets flow, no time wasted, from tropics to town, it's sight raining, with every chat, reptile game changing. Escaping heat waves, tan under rays, desert sand echoes, sun blazing days, little hustlers, camouflage a maze, catch them speaking wisdom, the wild on replay. Reptile talk, host Anthony and Jason, trade secrets flow, no time wasted. From tropics to town, it's sight raining, with every chat, reptile game changing. Unseen, master of the skies, chameleon dream. Listen, tails flip, script getting clean. Gecko exchange, true reptile fiends. Reptile talk, host Anthony and Jason. Trade secrets flow, no time wasted. From tropics to town, it's sight raining. With every chat, reptile game changing. Scuttling through the leaves, shadows unseen. Master of disguise, chameleon dream. Lizard tails flip.